As per the teasing, we will discuss countries in 2020, few trends and my perspectives as I see the things going on. And we will start from the west side to the east on each continent. So on North America we have Canada, which have stable prime minister but in minority government, target to increase immigration up to 100 million people, prohibit gun access to population, to limit attacks, develop and control North Channel access. USA, it's going to have presidential election but might be delayed on postpone. War provocation, gun control also, applies many sanctions. Mexico, it's a large manufacturer which with rich resources, still with good potential, but also having drug war and black market. In Central America, the region itself is affected by weather changes, climate warming, extreme phenomena, poverty, tourist scarcity, migrant exodus to North America. Drugs and crimes are also present, unfortunately. In South America, on the west side of the globe, it's affected also by foreign intervention from US, landslides recently in Brazil, Argentina in quite bankruptcy situation, Peru in public unrest, poverty, tourist scarcity, poor public services, corruption, drugs, crimes in large cities are also present. Western Europe has the UK, as I see it, Queen to abdicate and Scotland to maintain a request for autonomy. In Italy and Spain, the request to separate from EU, huge debts. France to suppress mostly public conflict, but those are inevitable to happen. North Europe is mainly stable and developed, but Iceland is isolated and expensive, protect its resources. Norway has large resources of oil, forest, water. Sweden and Finland extend oil stream pipelines, provision over Russia threat to invade. Central Europe, Germany is going to enter in recession, Chancellor to end leadership. Switzerland exposed again to protect elites and opening the CERN project. Poland create a wall for East invasion, the Internarium. Austria stricter border control to apply, and Hungary more aggressive to get part of the Romania west side Transylvania. Southeast Europe, Romania is the largest market with great resources to unify with Moldova next year, hopefully, avoid central autonomy and Roma ethnical issues. Greece has to avoid another financial default, and Ukraine remains in conflict with Russia. In Africa, nations to be exploited further by the colonialists, resources to be shared as we see France versus US-China investments. China is going to expand control no matter what. Russia also intervened through mercenaries. It's really a place of confrontation between US and China, and unrest in Libya with Russia influence in North Sahel. Egypt is quite shared between US and Russia influence, and it's hoping to open a satellite business city so to be launched this year. Middle East region maintains conflicts. Turkey commands commerce decline, dual elections, US versus Russia, and also has continuous sanctions from US. Iran also launches rockets and under sanction. Israel can be attacked anytime, as they say, by Iran, but you never know. It may be other ally as well. Critical political situation due to change in government, and also the prime minister wants to keep the power. Saudi Arabia, oil production limitation, fintech and artificial intelligence hub, and women in emancipation. These are the main changes that really happened and are continuous there. And Gulf states, which were also stable, right now confronting oil and tourist decline, and it will be still a decline. Asia, and mainly huge states as Russia, to intend to amend constitution to invade further territories to get sea access, can benefit due to climate warming in the north part. Social unrest and poverty due to sanctions and crisis. Japan is also in a huge debt and aging population. China, it's more active to be recognized as the world economic leader, and the pressure to include Hong Kong in its official territory and not to retain further autonomy. India can have anytime regional conflicts over Tibet, Kashmir and sea level, can suffer mass extinctions of population due to poor condition. Korea to unite North and South and open the North market, which has 25 million people, which is quite half of the South Korea, which developed quite well. Southeast Asia, which continues to be a dynamic region. China is expanding into the sea with artificial islands, mixed influences from former colonialists. Issues for conflicts are still corruption, religion, poverty, flooding, earthquakes. Vietnam, Thailand lose due to tourist limitation recently. Singapore, as surprising as might be, has a deficit that can lead to recession. Australia and New Zealand, it's quite still balanced and a well-developed region, safer than others, and well-kept and isolated New Zealand, even for the elite. So the conclusion is tensions are going to increase worldwide. Leaders change as many are in position for longer period, and with artificial support, economic pressure led to collapse, business restructuring. New financial and social systems are going to be in place, complete shift as many states were already in crisis. Religion hopefully to unify and be more spiritually. Oppression, people and resources control is still there, and more diplomacy is needed to solve complex issues.